exercise today. We are going to take 30 minutes to get our hearts pumping here. Let's go ahead and start with a little march, whether you're seated or standing. As we get warmed up here, you can take it nice and easy. Nice and light on your feet as you swing your arms back and forth. If you're standing, we're right here. Let's take it to a side tap now. There we go. Try to extend those arms all the way out here. Working on that long range of motion through our body as we are getting started here. Just little heel tap side to side. All right, we're going to take it up nice and slow for a big breath in. And then exhale down, big reach up, inhale. Exhale, give me a couple more. We're going to go back to that march, but this time let's try it a little bit bigger. You ready? Here we go, march it out. So if you're standing or seated, we're trying to think about lifting our knees a little bit higher as we go. We're feeling a little bit warmer, a little bit stronger as we've got our blood flowing through our bodies. Going back to that side tap right here. So this morning, as far as equipment, if you have a water bottle laying around or maybe a can of soup or something, we are going to use that today. So you want to make sure that you have that. Maybe sneak away for a second here to go grab that equipment. All right, going back to those big breaths, reaching up and down. Inhale, up, sit tall. Exhale, down. If you're standing, inhale, reach. And exhale, 2 more. There we go. Going into a little V step here. So we go out, out, in. There we go. If you're seated, same move. Let's try to make a big star now. Reach your hands a little bit higher. Go ahead, give me a few more. Nice job. Keep it up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up and rotate to the side. Inhale up and over. A few quick rotations here through your upper body. We're going to come back to that V step, leading with the other side. Last one. And V step. Here we go. So hands down to start. Feeling a little bit looser now. Let's reach a little bit higher. Big star motion. Nice job. Let's go for 8 more. Nice big step, seated or standing. Still reaching those hands nice and high. Last 2. Then we come to those big rotations, arms up and rotate. Up and over. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax the arms down. Give me a big shoulder roll. We did quite a bit of shoulder work there. That little routine. So we'll let our arms rest. Let's take our hands nice and wide. Bring one arm across. Squeeze it in for a nice shoulder stretch. Open up nice and wide again. And then we'll switch to the other side. Let's do that one more time on each. And then we're going to get some nice stretching and warming up through our hamstring. So one leg is going to come out, one leg is bent. We're going to inhale to reach your arms to the ceiling and then lean forward. Hang down here for just a second to feel that stretch in the back of the leg. And then inhale all the way up and down. So we can come to a standing position on this one. I like to rock my hips forward and then rock the hips back for that big hamstring stretch. This is a little bit of a dynamic movement here. So it's like a moving stretch to make our muscles warmer, get them a little bit looser. 2 more. Good. Now with this same leg, we're going to lift it up and down, whether you're seated or standing again, up and down. There we go. 3, 2, 1. There we go. We'll let that leg rest. Now, let's all take a seat in your chair. We're going to come up to a nice knee hug this time. My goal is for you to feel that stretch through the back of the leg as you hug it in. You sit tall. You might lean back a little bit. Let's stay on the same side. Hug it in and release. Two more. And then we're going to go to that hamstring stretch on the other side. Remember, it's a dynamic stretch, so we got to move as we do it. That other leg is going to come out. Inhale, arms up, and then we sweep the arms down to reach towards the toes. Remember, we are seated or standing. If you want a little bit more movement, we're standing up. You can shift your hips forward and then swing it back. Shift and swing. Good. Last one. Reach it up. We're going to go to that big leg lift. You can grab onto your chair if you want, or you're seated. Leg lift. Finding that stretch again through the back of the leg as you lift up here. Two more. Good. Now everyone in your chair for those knee hugs. So this is where we lean back just a little bit if you need to. Try to hug that knee in as best as you can. If you cannot grab that knee, that's okay. I just want you to lean back and lift that leg as far as you can, okay? If you can grab that knee and give it a little hug, let's do that. Good. Last one. And relax. There we go. Go ahead and loosen up the legs here. We're going to get into our first little bout of strength, focusing on our lower body. We're going to go with chair stands to start. So you can see my feet here about hip width apart, maybe just a little bit wider. We're going to stand up and out of our chair. We're going to take it back down. So pushing through our legs, trying to use that power through our legs as much as we can to get up and out of that chair. If you can go without using your arms, please try that. Or challenge yourself to use your legs as much as you can, even if it is a little bit of a push off the chair here. Very good. Give me a few more. Good. Last one. And relax down. We're going to stay with moving our legs here. I want you to turn to one side. What we're going to do is rainbow our leg up and over. So we're lifting up. Big rainbow motion. Activating that outer glute as we go side to side here. Now I said make sure to have a water bottle, but mine is still sitting up by my computer. So I'm going to get up and grab that. Because if you wanted to, you could add that weight right on top of the leg. Let's do one more. Let you rest here for just a second. I'm going to grab my water bottle. We're still turned to the side here. Now with this leg, we're going to lift up and we're going to open and keep it up here as we go for 8 more, 7, 6, good. The outer glute is working. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Let that leg rest for just a moment. Give it a little shake. Now we're going to focus back into those hamstrings. Strength movement. Heel is out, and then we slide in. So if you have that floor right underneath your leg here, we're sliding it in so we activate that hamstring. Slide in. So the harder you press that heel into the ground, the more work is going to come out of that hamstring. That's what I want here. Good. Checking into that posture real quick. Make sure that we're seated tall. Do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Very good. We're going to rotate over to the other side. So remember, this weight is an option. So you have your water bottle or your can of soup, resting it on top of the leg if you choose. You don't have to. We're going to do that rainbow first. We lift up, we come all the way up and over, and bring it back. Out and back. There we go. Controlling this movement nice and slow. Keep that rainbow motion. 2 more. Last one. There we go. We'll just give it a little shake here real quick. Then we'll do that opener here as we lift our leg up. Rotate open for 9, 8. Good. Nice and slow. Stay with me. 6, 5, 4. Good. Feel that outer hip. 3, 2, 1. There we go. That's a good little burner there. We'll extend that same leg out. Going into that hamstring curl. Sliding that heel right across the ground. Remember, you're pressing that heel down to the ground so you find that resistance. Awesome job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're going to bring it back to the center here. We're going to take just a little moment to break. If you need to grab a drink, you can grab a drink. We're going to do a very quick bout of cardio now. 3 rounds of 30 seconds of jacks. So you can be seated or standing here. We're going to try to bring our arms out nice and wide again, and we'll bring it back nice and small. So that's if you're seated. If you're standing and you want to go into a single leg jack here, 1 at a time, you can do that. So 3 rounds of 30 seconds with about 15 seconds of rest. I'll give you another 10 seconds here to recover. Okay, so 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We got 30 seconds to go. Nice big pushes as you extend your arms and legs out. There we go. As you bring everything in, I want your knees to try to touch here in the center. Make sure we're working those inner thighs too. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a full rest here. We're going to come to another 30 seconds in about 10. Take a couple deep breaths, seated or standing, your choice. Ready in 3, 2, 1. I want jacks right here. Think about that range of motion here too, whether you're in the chair or you're standing, doing that lateral swing here, trying to get fingertips to touch right at the top of this motion. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. You can relax, 15 seconds off. And then we go to another 30 seconds of work. Then we will move on. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last round. Let's push ourselves here to get that heart rate up. You got it now. Nice job. Last 10 seconds. Power through. You should be breathing a little bit harder now. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Nice job. I'll let you take a little time to recover. Then we'll go into a little bit more arm strength this time. So we have your can of soup or your water bottle. Grab a drink here real quick. So we're going to go into some single arm work here. You can do this seated or standing. If you're standing and want to add a little bit of a balance challenge, we are going to take it to a tandem stance. One leg forward, one leg back, and your toes or your feet are right in line with each other, okay? So right in line. Arm is bent right at 90 degrees here. We're going to come to a rotation through the shoulder. Keeping the elbow bent at 90 degrees. Of course, if you have a weight at home, you could be using a weight instead of a can or a water bottle. 4, 3, 2. We're going to keep it out on this next one here. We're going to push out to about shoulder level and then bring it down. Out and down. This time I want you moving slow. Again, with me on the timing. 2 counts out, 2 counts in. Good, nice and slow. 4, 3, 2. Last push out. Hold it still here. Extend the arm down and up. Little bicep curls. We're still in that tandem stance. Controlling this. And if this weight doesn't feel like it's heavy enough, I want you to imagine that it's like a heavy brick or something. So in that way, our muscle works a little bit harder as we're going through this, even if it's not heavy enough for you. If you imagine it's heavier, then you're going to start working harder. 4, 3, 2, 1. We have one more move that we're going to do here. I'm going to show a couple options. One is going to go overhead. I'm just going to take a seat so you don't see me all the way. Overhead extension. If you don't have that range of motion here in the shoulder, we're going to go to a kickback. So your elbow kicks back here as your arm extends out, and then bring it back to about 90 degrees. Kick and bring it back. So now we're focusing on the tricep, the back of the arm here. So you can go with that overhead or kick back. Either one. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. We're going to switch over to the other side now, okay? Starting with those rotations. So we're going to switch that tandem stance depending on what leg you have had forward the last round. We'll switch the other side forward this time. Elbow right at 90 degrees. Rotate open. Elbow stays locked in right at your side. Nice job. You could be doing this in your chair too. You take the option that works for you. Finding that movement all the way up at the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it out. Ready? Nice and slow. 2 out, 2 down. 2 out, 2 down. Very good. Feeling that shoulder working here. 2 more. Last one. Bring it in. Hold it. Extend the arm down and up. Going into bicep curls now, right here. Bicep work. Again, we're nice and slow. Imagining we have a whole bag of bricks hanging off our arm here as we curl it up and down. Make sure we're working hard enough. 4, 3, 2, 1. We got our last upper body move. Going for that overhead extension, bending, and then extending up. Or we do that kick back here, elbow draws back, and then we kick that arm out nice and straight, okay? So either one of those options, whichever one works for that shoulder of yours. If you're doing this overhead, try to point your elbow to the screen or to me. So don't let it poke out here. You want it pointed forward. So we really target that tricep here in the back of the arm. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Let's go ahead and relax that arm down for a moment here. Give them a nice little shake and shoulder roll through. It's going to go through a couple of stretching motions here. One arm comes across that shoulder stretch like we did in our warm-up. Open and close that hand. We're going to go through a little bout of cardio again, 3 rounds of 30 seconds. We're going to try to use our can of soup or our water bottle or weight if you have it for this next one. Let's take one arm behind the head just for a quick stretch. Use that arm to assist it down even further. Open up nice and wide and switch other side comes behind. All right, this one, we're going to turn to the side. We're going to take a little push and run here. So we step our leg back, and then we run it up. Down and run, down, run. If you're seated, I want you to try to do this motion as best as you can. We step it back, bring it in, step it back, bring it in. 30 seconds on each side. In 3, 2, 1. Reach it forward, step it back, pull it in. Working for 30 seconds on this side. Running it out here. 10 seconds left on this side, and then we're going to rotate right over without resting. We're reaching and pulling through that upper body, moving through that bottom leg. Let's go ahead and rotate around to the other side. You got it. Keep going here. 10 seconds left. Step it back, bring it in. Step it back, bring it in. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds to rest. We're going to turn over to the other side. Take a couple deep breaths. Starting in 5, 3, 2, 1. We'll run it out again here. Step it back as best as you can. Remember, we're reaching and pulling through that upper body. 15 seconds. Nice quick movements here. You got it. 5 seconds. We'll rotate over right to the other side in 3, 2, 1. Turn, step and reach, pull it in. Good, this is our last little push of the class here, and then you guys get to stretch and get on with the rest of your day. Doing good this morning, 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, bring it in. Give me a couple breaths here, in and out. Got a couple more, in, out. One more big breath in, and relax. All right, last full minute. Ready? Go. You guys are doing really great here. Keep it up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. Just 10 seconds left. Your heart rate should be up. Breathing hard. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Let's go ahead and set that weight down. Nice job, everyone. You can march out your legs a little bit just to loosen up. Maybe we're shaking out our arms. There we go. Reaching our hands up above our head to inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale down. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, good. One more, up and down. Sitting up nice and tall here, just lightly resting the hands on the thighs. Let's take a look over that right shoulder. And take a look over the left. Look back to center, up. Closing the mouth to really pull through the front of the neck. And then tuck the chin in. Roll it side to side now. Good, lifting your head back up. Deep breath with some shoulder rolls. In and out. In, out. Good, let's rotate through to one arm of our chair or one side of our chair. And then come around the other way. Reaching forward, extending the leg. Get a nice hamstring stretch here. Hope you guys are feeling good as we're stretching and finishing up with our workout. Let's switch sides. Extend, lean forward. Sit up. Reach one arm up and over. Nice side stretch. Reaching. Other arm comes around and lean. Good. Take it back. Couple rolls again. Let's reach our hands up above our head. Inhale. And exhale down. Last couple breaths together before I send you on your way. Last one. Big breath in. And exhale out. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. Always let us know if you have questions. Come and visit us in the Wellness Center. We're happy to chat with you. Thank you guys for joining.